Welcome back to my show. I'm the Beer Adventurer.
I am the El Jefe 1974.
And he brought me something cool from the Chicago area. This is Zywiec. And this is the first time I ever knew how to say it because this is Polish. All right, this brewery is from Zywiec, Poland. And they've been making this since 1850. What, 55?
56.
56. I've actually had this before, and I tried to review it before, but it didn't work. So, all right. Neat crown cap. I think this is actually the first Polish beer on my channel.
Awesome.
Which is weird as it sounds. I had it for the first time in Florida because, you know, I guess it's just because it's so touristy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's a coincidence because I've only been married once and my wife's Polish. So
there you go. I mean, that has got that European, you know.
It's got its own little vibe going, but it's definitely clear. It's definitely beer.
It says true Polish premium beer.
Yep.
And it's like the bottle's all embossed, and
yep.
Oh, that's fucking nice.
It's got the dancers and Polish dancers and the traditional gear.
Okay, it smells European to me.
Yep.
I like it.
It's like a little bit of Czech. It's a little bit of German, but a whole lot. But it's Polish. It's like unique. Like some people like call it like the beer funk, but that's not a funk.
Not really. I mean, there is a smell that
yep.
I find that a lot of European beers have. And it's not an off-putting smell, because I've had people say it smells to them similar to that Corona funk, but it's way milder.
Yeah.
Now this beer is coming off a little sweet,
mm-hmm.
and it feels like there's a real heavy malt bill in it. But it's very full-bodied for this color beer. The mouthfeel is like very rich.
Yes.
Like if I was blindfolded, I would say this was a darker beer than it is.
Correct. Yeah.
This has got a very dinner beer or day drink beer vibe going for me. Like, and at 5.5, I could crush a 6-pack of this. Like, before I knew it, I think.
Yeah, they're very popular in Chicago, very popular in the Polish community, very popular at Polish weddings. It would be not uncommon when you go to a Polish wedding in Chicago, there's 3 bottles of Stolchnaya and like a case of beer already on the table to start the wedding. I mean, they're chasing the vodka with this. I mean, what does that tell you? You know, it's a good palate cleanser, but it's smooth, but you will enjoy the wedding.
And I mean, I had a buddy whose mom was Polish, and so I used to eat pierogies a lot. And I would eat the shit out of some pierogies with this right now.
Yep.
You know what else though? Even though I know this is a Polish beer and bratwurst are German, this would be a good beer to boil bratwurst in.
Yeah, it would give it a very strong, unique flavor for sure, but it would boil okay. It would boil very decently. But yeah, give me 60 pierogies with this, and I'd be happy all day. This would be a good dinner.
I have to tell myself right now that there is someone working the camera right now, and they're going to want to taste this, so don't kill it. You know, this is, like, I've had this, but I'll be honest, I had this like 20 years ago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I've seen this in big-ass bottles, like
mm-hmm.
half-liter and liter bottles. And now I know exactly why, because, you know, this is a drinking beer, and this is nice.
Now, the interesting thing for me is the last time I had this prior to buying it pre 4th of July, I think I got this around Memorial Day. I had it in Vegas last. I was out doing some work. I was traveling on the road, and a buddy took me to a Polish, basically smorgasbord, and they had Zywiec, and I couldn't believe they had it in Nevada. It was kind of wild. So either they were just bringing it in or had a source to get it for them. But prior to that, that was the last time that I had it.
Nice.
And then prior to that, I think it was a first communion for one of my wife's family members when we went up to Niles. People in the Chicagoland area know where that is, and it was the Red Eagle. We went for the dinner, so we had glumki and pierogi, and I can't think of the dish, but basically the Polish hamburger, and we walked out of there with like pants unbuttoned and walking out in wheelbarrows and stuff. That was a good dinner, and lots of Żywiec. So,
I don't know. I'm really enjoying this. This has got a nice flavor. This has got a very I don't know. It feels different, but there's been a lot of different in beer lately that I almost feel like it's for the wrong reason. I had a beer a while back that was cucumber jalapenos Pilsner, and it was garbage water. It was unique for the wrong reasons. This is unique, but drinkable and for the right reason. And I mean, I guess if you've been brewing it for 150, 170 years, bound to be doing something right.
It's no criticism against like the Heinekens of the world or the Becks of the world. It's like they're trying to be this, but Żywiec is that.
Yeah.
It is one of the premier European styles of beer that you can have.
I like it. And I think if you probably live in an area that has a large European heritage, this is probably going to be something that you're going to find.
Yeah.
Especially probably up, Midwest. There's a lot of Poles up there. Almost every. I live in the South, and almost every Polish person I've ever met moved from the Midwest. Dad changed jobs, and but I think it's really good. I'm glad you.
It's definitely one of my favorites. That's why I brought it today.
I'm really stoked about this one. Yeah, this was really good. Well, if you guys are enjoying this video half as much as we're enjoying this beer, give us the thumbs up. We really appreciate it. Lets me know you care, and lets YouTube know that this was a fun video. Hey, consider subscribing. If you ring the bell too, you'll get 3 a week minimum. We do a lot of these videos, me and my friends. I'll see what I can find. We'll put it down there in the description. Down there in the description, you're also going to find my links, social media, articles, merch links. Hey, you could get a t-shirt or some stickers or something that I've designed, and I'll get some money from that, and I'll buy more beer with it. Then we'll do more videos. As Carissa says, the circle of life. Let's talk about this down there in the comments. Is this one of your go-tos? Or is there something else similar to this that you guys think I need to start looking for? I don't mind hunting that interesting beer that a lot of people want me to find. That's the fun part. That's the beer adventure. So let's get down to it. Did you dig it?
Absolutely.
Obviously. He dug it enough to bring it for me to try, and I really like this. I think this is fantastic. Would we have it again? I would for sure. Obviously.
All the time.
Yeah. We've established that it does and will go great with food. Your seekability, it seems like if you are in a large community with European heritage, you're probably going to be able to find these guys. Now, on my scale of 1 pint to 10 pints, 1's lowest, 10's the highest. Where are you at on this?
I have to give it a bias 9. It's one of my favorite Chicago beers, and definitely one of the favorite Polish beer that I drink. So,
I think if I was probably having it with food, it'd probably be a 9. But just here right now, just having it out of a glass, I'm at an 8. And I bet the more of it I drink, the higher the rating would be.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, be on the lookout for this one, folks, if you've never had it. And until your next beer adventure, cheers.
Cheers.